Hello, everyone. May 13th, Wednesday. We're doing a session today with Richard from Voyager websites. We'll get to him in 1 second. We'll get a few people on the line. I wanted just to. I got a lot of emails from people saying that they got their PPP and all the CARES Act. So thank you guys for the kind emails and the thank you emails. I hope this group has been able to help people and help everyone. In addition, I am putting a link in the description that will allow us to get the names of the people who are writing questions, so we won't get just Facebook user. So we'll add that in a second. And now we're pretty much ready to start. And I want to introduce our guest. Hey, Richard.
Hey there. Thank
Hi.
you. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. And we've had some issues with the system.
But I think we got there. I think we finally
Yes.
got there. It's funny. I haven't seen myself on camera for a while. I'm a lot shaggier than I remember.
Look, the for us, for me, I do it almost daily. And you got to take a shower. You got to get a shave. You got that's what
There you
keeps.
go. That's where I messed up.
Yeah. So no, you're good, and thank you for your time. We actually, it seems like we have about 18 people on the line.
Good.
Um, so I know a lot of people registered. Hey, Michelle. Um, so we'll get started. Tell us a little bit about you and about the company, and we'll do some screen sharing. Hopefully that will work fine, and we'll see what you guys have to offer.
Okay, great. I started in the travel industry 1990, and so it makes me feel like a veteran. I was a travel agent, had a travel agency for about 10 years, and got blown completely out of the water with 9/11. So I went to work. Fortunately, I had started another little company, and that company was purchased by North Star Travel Media, Travel Weekly. And I went to work for them as a publisher, and I came up with the idea for TRO, and I took it to them, and they didn't want to do it. And so I said, okay, I'll do it. And so I launched out with that, and that was 2006. And we've been building TRO ever since. We went from TRO then to Voyager websites because we didn't like the websites that were being offered to travel agents. We wanted something much more robust, something much more flexible and customizable. And so we created Voyager. And then last year, we began a company called Travmarket. And I'll show you a little bit about each of those today. But it's been a long haul. I can't say that at 63 I anticipated running smack into a pandemic, but then it keeps things interesting. I guess we've got a pretty major plot twist
Yeah.
here to deal with.
Well, we
So
have to adjust and see what we're doing.
we've done it before. The difference now is there's no playbook. There's really nothing quite like this has ever happened. But it's an industry that is resilient. If nothing else, it's resilient, and a lot of creative people. So I've got full confidence that we're going to come back. We will come back gradually but safely. And again, after every one of these events, we've come back better. We've come back better every time, smarter, better business people, better marketers, and I anticipate that'll be the same.
Yeah. Well, people are seems to be waiting, lining up to get in. We have a lot of people that join. Hi, Dottie and Barbara and Carr. People are ready to just see what you have.
All
So
right, good deal. Good
we'll,
deal.
we'll just dive into it.
I've got a real glare on the screen here, but I've got to put these glasses on, or I'm not going to be able to read this. But let's look here at this. Now, I don't know if you can see this first, but the reason I bring this up real quickly is this is an offer I make periodically. And I can't think of a better time to make it than right now. This is an older one that I had up here. But if you'll adopt a pet, either a dog or a cat, send me copies of the adoption papers, we'll provide you with $50 of that adoption fee. Pets and adoptions are real important to me and to the company, and so that's an offer we make every year, and sometimes 2 or 3 times a year. Right now, we've got one going. It's we're capping it at $2,000. So get in line, guys. If you've been wanting a pet and finances are an issue, we're going to help you out with that. So so we'd love to encourage you to adopt from a bona fide adoption agency and get yourself a little companionship.
That's great.
Thank you. So we're going to look first of all at Voyager, and the reason we did Voyager, we were creating content for a lot of other website companies. But the problem we were hitting was that their sites were very difficult to do any editing on, and all of their sites looked alike. And I just felt that the industry deserves something different. And so we now have about 1,100 websites, and no 2 Voyager sites look alike. Everyone looks different. Everyone is completely customizable. And I'm going to show you some of the content that we provide. You can take all of your content, put it on the site. You can take our content and put it on the site. Your content is in many ways more important than ours, because your content contributes to search engine optimization. And that makes you easier to find on search engines. But what I want to do is look through some of our content just so you'll get some sense of the types of things you can do. And I want to show you a couple of our websites so that you'll be able to see that. We do have travel specials, and this is one of the most interesting things that we did is we made our travel specials opaque. And the reason we made them opaque is we don't want you getting shopped. We don't want you to get shopped when a consumer comes to your site, pulls up a travel special, sees it's a Blue Sky Tours trip to Hawaii, and then been shopping Blue Sky Tours around. So we make it opaque. We say, hey, look at this great trip to Hawaii, but the consumer has to speak with the travel consultant in order to get more information. And so we direct them there via forms and via telephone numbers. The other thing that's very different about what we do is we place the travel agent at the center of the website. The website should be about you. The website's not going to be about travel specials or suppliers. It's going to be all about you. And so what we do is we take this content and we encourage you to customize it a bit. There are over 200 videos in the system, for example. There's lots of memes that you can use on social media. And we actually have a social media manager that, if you wanted to, will auto post to Facebook, or you can take over the posting completely and use it just like Hootsuite or one of those products. The product we use is called eClincher. And we provide a subscription to that at a highly discounted rate to use. So if an individual comes from the outside and grabs eClincher, it's going to cost them $50 a month. It's included in our suite program. So it's a great program. Really helps you manage and customize your social media. This is a magazine that we publish 3 times or 4 times a year. Let's see if I've got one up right here somewhere. Yes, here it is. And the nice thing about this is the one that we just sent out. And the nice thing about it is each one has a customization for that particular travel agent in it.
So this this magazine, is it being sent out as an email? It appears as a link on your website. How does that integrate?
Send it as a link. You can embed it on your website. You can put it on Facebook. So it's a really nice personal piece that you can utilize for yourself. Look at a few other pieces of content. Lots of content that are memes of one type or another. Travel brochures. We've got full blogging capacity. news, lots of little widgets you can use. A lot of this self-updates, so you don't have to update your site.
These are all features that we can just easily add to our website as features, widgets.
Exactly. Yep, it's all there. There's no additional charge for any of it. It's all copyrighted so that you don't have to worry about copyright issues. Lots of widgets like this where you can move through an article. There are over 1,000 articles here that you can use.
Okay.
Incredible free offer widget. That's something I wanted to dwell on a little bit. A lot of people have interest in building marketing funnels on their website and lead generation funnels. And we teach a lot about doing exactly that. And we have a large number of incredible free offers already made for you. And if you're familiar with this, these are the types of things you give away on your Facebook page, or you give it away through an email. And in return, the consumer gives you their email address. And you use that to build up your list of people who are interested in using your services.
Oh, okay. So I post it somewhere, or I include this in maybe a mailer or something that I'm sending out, and people can just register to my mailing list.
Right. You can put it on your Facebook page. You can put it on your website. You can send it out in an email. When they sign up on it for it, then you get their email address, and they get something of interest to them.
Right. And what we're seeing here is it's like a store. You just pick what you want, you put it in any order, what you want to have on any page on your website. Right.
Exactly.
Any order, it's fully customizable.
Exactly. And we've just created a way for you to actually add your logo, etc., to the IFOs. IFO means incredible free offer.
Okay.
So that's probably one of the nicest pieces of content that we provide.
So it's similar to what you probably see a lot of people maybe doing a short YouTube video or something, and they're saying, if you want to get this amazing free offer with 10 tips how to do 1, 2, 3, just put your email address and we'll send it to you, or you can download it.
Absolutely. And let me ask you, Roy, how does video play here? On this particular system, does video stream pretty well?
I'm not sure. We can try.
Try it.
Yeah.
Let's look at something right here real quick, because this is something we've just created, and we're going to give it to everyone on the webinar today. So let's see if this plays. Did that stream pretty well for you?
I think so. We'll actually ask people on the live. Again, there is a 20-second delay, so I would love to know, because we're doing a lot of things we're doing first. So if you saw the stream, it looked like the video seemed fine, but if you could hear the sound, there was no lag, just let us know, so we'll know. So you guys are creating these videos. How do we just
Well, this group of 5 videos here and the Terra Travelers we were looking at, which has a copy of just a piece on the individual use of a travel agent. We're going to give that to everyone on this webinar, so that we're just going to send you a link, Roy. You can post it, and everyone in your Facebook group can grab hold of it. And they can utilize it. They can grab all 5 videos and play and send them to their clients. They can put them on their Facebook pages, and they can also send out this particular Terra Travelers. You know, it's just so important that we all hang together right now, and this is our contribution to that effort.
Wonderful, thank you. I appreciate it, and I'm sure people will find it very beneficial. Thank you again.
Absolute. Now, let me see here if I can find one other thing I wanted to show you guys. Let's see if there's any. Oh, we have access to tons of stock photography. Much of it is free. Like I say, we've got over 200 videos in the system. We've got destination guides, about 650 destination guides you can put on your site. Lots of graphics, port of call system. So lots of really good stuff, and hundreds of travel articles that you can place on your site. We also have, and this is a pretty new feature, newsletter builders. So we can give you the ability to build an email newsletter for your clients in about 5 minutes. One of the things we know is how time-strapped people often are. And, you know, agents are doing a lot of marketing. They are doing a lot of working with clients. And marketing becomes much tougher to accomplish sometimes, and it gets put on a back shelf. And then business gets slow later on because you've not been marketing. So we try to give you lots of assets to utilize. One of those is a new newsletter builder. So for example, and we also produce 2 newsletters a month for you to send out. So let's see if I can pull this newsletter up and you can just see the kinds of things. So here's one that might, for example, be standard. There's a little bit of code there you use to build it. And this is what it would look like. You put your own header on it using your email program, and then we build out the rest of the newsletter for you and a travel special at the bottom.
Okay. And are these, where do you get these travel articles? Are they from, is it something that you guys are writing, or you picking up from another source?
We write them internally. Yep, we write them internally.
Okay.
And then over the last little bit, we've been putting together, because we know that this is not the time to be out there hard selling, we're putting out inspirational messages so that you've got those to send out to clients. I mean, so many agents come to us and say, I don't know how to communicate with my clients right now. I don't know what I should be saying. And so we're putting together things for you to send to them, already done, already packaged, so that, again, we're trying to take some of the stress out of the current situation for people.
Okay.
Now, you know, when you think about it, this is a world of difference from what any other company is doing in terms of websites and in terms of marketing. And the Travmarket side of things, if I can find, that's free offers. Let me go here. We put together a ton of training resources for you. So lots of people wonder, what is a marketing funnel? How do I do a marketing funnel? Or how do I build a client avatar, the perfect client? How do I set up a blog, and how do I begin working on blogging? How do I set up a LinkedIn page, or how do I set up an Instagram page? We cover all of that in these training sessions for you.
Okay.
So that's the kinds of things that we're doing, and I'd be happy to take some questions.
Well, I have a question because when we were talking about the actual website,
Yeah.
how easy it is to set it up. What do we have control over? What do you guys do? Are there templates? How does that work in terms of setting it up?
Let me go here and I'll show you a couple of things. What we do when we first build a site, we build it on a template. So we take a template and you choose which of the templates you like. And the template really has to do with logo placement and menu, the way the menu looks. And 4 days after you give us your information, we put a website in your hands. We put a first draft. Now, that first draft may not be anything like what you want it to be. So then we began customizing it. We began helping you customize it. The back end of these websites are drag and drop. In fact, it's based on Weebly. So it's a very easy site to customize. And we've got a support team that'll help you do every step of it.
So you build the skeleton and we add information to it.
Yes, but when you get it in your hands, it's going to look very much. Well, let me show you another example here. Here's some live travel agency sites. This particular site, I know for a fact, Bob's never done anything with it. He left it just like we built it. So when you get the site, it's going to look something like this. And then you can begin customizing it. And some people customize it to the nth degree. So let me get an example of one that's really customized here. I mean, the thing that I love about these sites, and I have to say, I love my product. I love my own product, is it reflects the personality of the travel agent. You know, it's not supposed to be about suppliers. It's supposed to be about you and your travel practice and the value you add to the travel transaction. So
Hey,
that's what we want you to do. We want you to customize these. We want you to come to us and say, help me customize it. And we've got a terrific support team. We got a support team that is second to none. Just ask any of our agents who have our sites now how good our support team is. Let me mention one other thing before I forget it, because this is pretty important. We are, for this event here and for the next month or so, as long as this pandemic thing is going on, if you know somebody that has a Voyager website, get them to refer you. Go to them and get them to refer you. You'll get a free month and they'll get a free month. Okay, the 12th month, if you've been with us a year, the 12th month is free.
okay.
So all you got to do is get a sponsor, somebody who now has a website, and you'll both get a free month out of it.
Okay. So if you guys have a Voyager subscription, send me a message. We'll get a few names. We'll get maybe 5 to 10 names. We'll put them on, and when you are calling in and reaching out to Richard and his team, we'll give you one of the referrals for the people. When I'm looking at these options, I'm like, oh, this is good. That's something that I need to consider. But I'm actually a client. my website is with Voyager. I don't use. Uh, it seems like most of these features.
Well,
I'll probably need to go back and see what I
please
can do
do.
with my.
We have a Facebook group where people. It's a private group, and we reserve it to people who have subscriptions, and we make a lot of announces. We make a lot of announcements there. We make sure that we put new content in there so people see what new content looks like. We have tutorials in there. We've got a very complete set of tutorials for every aspect, and we now offer so much. There's so much value packed into this program that a lot of it, you're not alone. A lot of agents don't know some of the things that we offer. They just haven't kept up with it. So please do visit your Facebook, our Facebook group, and let's get you up to speed.
Great. What are we looking in terms of prices, the packages?
The
Uh,
website itself is $40 a month. It's a $75 setup fee, $40 a month. And if you get the website plus the social media manager, it's $60 a month.
okay. So two options, two packages. One with the social media, the one that can post stuff on your behalf on your website, or you can just pick up the information and post it yourself,
You
whatever's right.
can. You don't even need our social media manager. It's a great product. It saves a ton of time. It helps you do an analysis of all your social media. But if you're willing to do the posting yourself and you're willing to visit all the different social media platforms and do the posting, that's not a necessity. You can just have the website.
Okay. So you said again, turnaround is 4 or 5 days from when you start. We need to send you information, text.
Right.
We want to write some content.
Right. And the minute we get that, it's called our intake form. When we get the intake form back, 4 business days later, you get the first draft back. And the first draft, people sometimes are very happy with. Sometimes they say, wait, this is at all what I was expecting. And then we'll rework it for you.
Right. And then later, I know from I mean, we have like an about page, and for all the agents, sometimes an agent leaves or we update it. I remember it being pretty easy to configure if we wanted to. I did start a blog that I haven't really done anything with it, maybe 2 posts. But again, when I got the website, I was excited and I was doing a lot of things with it. Maybe now when we have more time, I'll go back to it. But I remember it being fairly easy.
Yeah,
Um,
it is. It
to
is. It's a drag and drop interface on the back end. The support team will help you. And right now, what we're doing, because lots of people do have time on their hands, we are actually doing a lot of rebuilds for people. So people are looking to get their site all put together again and rebuilt, and the team is doing that for them. I wanted to show you a site we put together yesterday, which I'm kind of excited about. Do we have another second?
yes, of course.
Okay, let me show you something here. I've got to find Slack here.
Yeah, and if anyone has any questions about the capabilities of the website, features, something that you're not happy with the current provider, or maybe you are with Voyager and you're not sure if you can do it, just post, let us know. Richard is here to answer.
This is a site we put together yesterday for a virtuoso agent, and I'm so pleased with the way this turned out.
So they added their Yelp reviews. Can we do the same if I don't know if we have like Facebook reviews? Can we pick up anything?
Yes, these are completely customizable. One of the things we did here is we incorporated some of the let me show you this. This is one of our content features. This is called the Storylines widget. And these are articles we write and you can put on your site, and there's dozens of them.
And is that included in we'll call it the basic website, or what's not?
Yeah, everything, it's all included.
So the only thing that is not included is the social media. If you go with the
social media is not included, and understand that Travmarket is a separate subscription. But what you're looking at there, Travmarket is if you need attention paid to your marketing in terms of email, in terms of marketing funnels, that's a separate subscription.
Okay.
So that's a little bit different, but it's only an additional $25 a month. So we tried to. I've been a travel agent, so I know what the economics of this industry are like. So we try to make things very, very affordable. And I think we've succeeded. I mean, if you look at all the things we're offering here for essentially $40 a month, I don't think you'll find its match. I don't think you'll find its match out there.
Yeah, I mean it's not expensive. Again, if you are maybe an agency owner and you have maybe 10 agents and you divide it, see how much it costs per agent. A few dollars a month is it's not a lot. For a small time business when you're just starting, maybe you can start with the basic one and go from there. Yeah, Becky's saying that the social media package is totally worth it. I mean, honestly saying, if you somehow reach a client, you sell one package, one cruise, one all-inclusive, let's say it's $200 commission, you pretty much paid for 6 months or more.
Well,
So you
one,
don't need too many to cover that cost.
one of the things I would encourage everyone to do, and again, I told you how pleased I am with my team of support people. Come to our testimonials page and read down through the testimonials that other agents have given us. And I think you're going to find a lot of very happy people with the website and the service they receive. That customer service, and this is something we talk about all the time in the company. Customer service isn't a set of actions; it's an ethic, and it's a way of treating people that is reflective of the way you want to be treated.
Do you guys also run a few webinars or session to teach people how to use the Weebly? Or
We used to run webinars, and what we found was that we ended up, most people saw it on a recorded version anyway, because we couldn't find a time that served everyone. So what we do now is, in the Facebook group, there's a whole series of tutorials that you can utilize. And in the we also have a Zendesk. If you're familiar with Zendesk, we have a Zendesk support system that has all kinds of tutorials. Everything that we do is included there. There's basically nothing that you can't figure out how to utilize. And we also teach you things like search engine optimization and how to market your website. So it's we try not to leave any stones unturned. We want to make sure that we're the best possible partner for you.
okay, sounds good. Let's see how I can. Yeah.
This is a pretty cool little system. This is my first exposure to it. It's very neat.
Yeah, it seems like it's getting popular. A lot of these platforms, so you can do a Facebook Live session and have up to four guests, 4 guests. We can actually have some people waiting in queue, and do like Q&A sessions. So yeah, that's
Very cool.
I actually like the system. So yeah, it seems like you guys have quite a few customers within our group. And I'm not seeing any questions. Maybe people they already know everything about it. But where do they go? What's the website to go to see some of these things?
It's VoyagerWebsite.com.
Okay, pretty simple. Voyager.
VoyagerWebsites.com.
Okay, so I put it
What
in.
you do is go find somebody who has a Voyager site now. Get them to sponsor you, and you'll get a free month, and they'll get a free month.
Okay, so we've we'll get some names. Send me what do they need to send you? Their website, the actual website address.
We will get all that rolling. All they need to do is sign up, and when you sign up, you'll put the name of the person that sponsored you.
Okay.
And then we'll keep track of it from there. And I will be sending to you, Roy, the URL for that site where you can download the videos and the travelers, so you can send those to your clients.
Wonderful. So we'll gather if someone has a Voyager account, a Voyager website, send me a message, and you put in, I mean, your name or the website, and we'll, when Richard sends me the link to the videos, we'll also write a few names, um, and yeah, use it. Hopefully, and people can gain, referrals from each other, and we'll get Richard some business. We'll get you guys more business with better exposure, with a better website. You've mentioned that you are doing rebuilds. Is there another fee for it, like another setup fee, or?
No fee. No
Okay.
fee. We're happy to do a rebuild for people.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, Becky says she can help. I know how it works. Do you mean, Becky, you know how it works to build the website, the web link? Maybe again, if we have enough if we have enough requests, maybe we'll convince Richard or someone from his team to do a session to go over. But yeah, definitely. If for me, when I tried it, it seems pretty simple, pretty easy to figure out. But if people need any assistance, I'm sure Richard and his team will more than happy to help us out, to help you guys out.
Absolutely, and there's tons of tutorials. There's all kinds of video tutorials.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, no worries, Becky. We won't have you do a training session. No worries. But yeah, if anyone again has any questions for Richard before we wrap this up, I want to thank you, Richard, for coming on board and giving us your time. Hopefully, we will be able to get some prettier websites out there. I know a lot of. I know. Do you guys work with a host? I know you guys are working with Travel Planners International. We'll call it one of the preferred.
We work with 2 or 3, and we work with ASTA. So yes, there are additional. If you're an ASTA member, there is a discount code on their site. If you work with TPI, there is a discount code. Those are the 2 strongest ones we work with. The wedding, the destination honeymoon wedding group, I forget the initials, DWSH,
Yeah.
like that. They're out there, and they've got a program as well.
Okay. So yeah, if you're with Travel Planners International, if you're a member of ASTA, if you're a member of the organizations that Richard mentioned, go to your internal website, see if you should have a promo code to use to get some of the services. If you're not, you're more than welcome to use the referral system that we're going to put a few people. On your 12 months, you get a month for free. So about almost 10% discount. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So again, really thank you for your time. I hope you'll let us know if you see a lot of people, if there's a place in the comments to write, so they'll know that they came from us. We'll know that this was beneficial for the both of us, for the group and for yourself.
Absolutely. Everybody, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you attending, and stay safe out there.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Bye.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.